Today we're going to demonstrate the Easy Roll Worm Bin Composter. With this new innovation, you've got no more messy stackable trays to deal with. You can easily collect directly from the bottom where the finished castings accumulate. You virtually eliminate worm separation from the castings. And unlike traditional bins, you can collect a little compost or a lot in less time. So let's get started. Okay, so now that we've removed the top and set it aside, we're looking down inside the worm bin, and you can see I've got layers here of worm food, kitchen scraps, the carbon-based bedding like cardboard and chopped leaves and so forth. And although you can't see them real well on the camera, we've got quite a few worms working up here at the top levels. And this bin's been set up now for several months, so we've got a pretty thick layer here. And at this point, if all we wanted to do was add more food, we could just add the food and put the top back on and we'd be done. But I want to demonstrate the main feature of this Easy Roll system is how easily it is to collect or harvest the worm compost on the bottom. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to take these, lift these rods, take the top, and it's going to slide down inside and rest right on top of the worm bed. Then we're going to take our rods and just very simply slide them back through, locking down the top that we just removed. And then we're simply going to proceed to the next step. So we're going to take this bin and we're just going to roll it forward until it rests on the top. And now we're simply going to remove 4 wing nuts from what was the bottom. You can see we have 4 holes in the bottom of this worm bin, and this is for air ventilation and to allow what's called the worm leachate to drip down. I don't have shown here a pan that I've used to in order to capture that, but you can just take a pan or a bucket and slide underneath. So we're going to remove the bottom, and voila, we've got our finished compost. In this case, several inches of it. And the beauty of this is that we can remove just a little bit of it if we want to put on our house plants or our other types of plants that we have in our yard. It doesn't take much of this. It goes a long way to fertilize our plants. And so if you want to store some of it, you can shovel it into a Ziploc bag, or if you want to take a lot of it out, you could use a bucket and just go to town, remove as much of this as you want. And as I dig down, I'm not hitting any worms here, and that's a problem that you have with traditional stackable systems and all, is trying to get rid of the worms and separate those from your finished compost can be quite a hassle. And if you should run into worms with this system, all you do is you leave the top off for a little bit longer, and the worms will go deeper, and you can do it in cycles like that. So now that we've demonstrated how easily it is to remove the compost from the bottom, we simply place the bottom back on, put our 4 wing nuts back on. They don't have to be real tight. If you leave them a little bit loose, it allows a little bit more airflow underneath. We which is what we want because the worms need all the oxygen they can get. And you'll notice that I've got, you can't see them here, but I have holes drilled in the sides of this bin, and also in the front and the back where the rods go. Those function as air holes. Now we simply roll it back in place. Pull our rods back out. Set the top back on. There you go. That's how easy it is to use the Easy Roll Worm Composter. I'm going to be posting some links to my website where you can download the plans for to build this particular model. It only takes one sheet of plywood, and it's pretty simple to put together. And in downloading those plans, you get a free ebook that gets into the whole subject of worm composting. And also look at my YouTube channel and you'll find more videos there on. That concludes worm composting for today.